Hello, welcome back to Into the Breach. I'm feeling pretty good today. Despite what happened in last episode, I still feel I think it's much more fun, I suppose, if I get caught every now and then and forced to make do. So that's how I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna positive outlook. Anyway, we're really strong here because we picked up the frost beam and powered it up. I'm feeling like we're going to crush through the next two islands, and I'm gonna try to sit down and record all three of the remaining episodes for this sequence right now, so that I have them done and I can go from here. Sorry, it doesn't really matter the order I go into these last two, so I'm just gonna go now. Ice Storm, good. So, like I said, there are some mechanics in this game that you probably don't know about. These guys are called Plasmodias. Okay. Primarily, the way that Frost Beam works is very interesting, is how I will put it. Or Kai should go back here. We're going to be fighting all elite enemies now, so Kai is going to start to look a little worse. Because she can go 1-for-1 with mosquitoes. First of all, I will talk about these enemies. Basically, Plasmodias shoot a little projectile that shoot a projectile. Or like they shoot a unit that shoots a projectile. And crabs are artillery that shoot 2 squares. Oh, and mosquitoes put smoke down. Anyway, what I want to make sure I do here is I want to make sure that I set myself up. The goal is to freeze everything. Basically, we're going to get no XP. The goal here is to just get everything nice and frozen. And the map here has a little freeze effect on it, which is going to make my life really easy. So it's going to go first. So all three of these guys are frozen instantly. Yeah, so here's the alpha spore. It shoots out a spore and then dies. And so it's just going to shoot a projectile. Really, usually this enemy is a big problem because killing it doesn't get rid of its threat, right? Killing this thing does not affect the alpha spore hitting me, which is always a problem, except for here. Anyway, all I have to do... So, sorry, what I was going to talk about is how this game's enemy spawns work. I hinted at it a little bit, but basically... So, I believe on Unfair, if I were to end my turn here and do nothing, there would be 6 enemies on screen, and 6 is the cap, so nothing new will spawn. With frozen enemies, they increase the cap of the number of enemies on the screen, I believe, to 8. So, what's going to happen here is I'm going to freeze these 2 guys. Sorry, bad play. My fault. I got a little lost in the sauce. 1 second. I have to push the bouncer away first. And then I'm going to frost beam these 2. And... Adam won't get frozen by this because he has a shield up, so he can come over here and deal with... probably this bouncer is going to be a trouble, but we'll see. So what should happen here is the game's going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies frozen, and it's going to say, okay, even though there are 6 enemies on the screen, I can spawn 1 more, and it's going to spawn in... Or it's going to spawn in 2 more, I believe is what should happen. It's been a while, so I might be wrong. Interesting. Yep, 2 more. And then once I freeze these 2, the game cannot spawn any more units on me. So all I have to do here is put Adam in this spot. I can kill this bouncer, I suppose. But... Actually, all I need to do here really is have Adam go here. And... Realistically, I should just freeze this bouncer while I can. Freeze or kill this bouncer while I can. Because he's in an awkward spot. Yeah, I'm going to kill him. Actually, and I'll move Coral out of the way. It's fine. Also, the Ice Storm effect from this will freeze buildings for me too, which is nice. But yeah, I'm basically not going to kill any more enemies most of the run. Yeah, you can walk up if you want. Yeah, it's going to spawn 1 more. Because that now the game is at 8 again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay. I can count. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to... Doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to freeze Adam. So if you don't know about the properties of freezing, frozen units are stunned and they can't act. You can repair to get out of the freeze though. And this freeze will also break if they take 1 damage. What I should have done is I should have had Coral. It doesn't really matter. Because this enemy that's about to spawn in basically can't hurt me. Yeah, this bouncer has almost... Yeah, he can't hurt me. Like I said. We'll kill him. Doesn't really matter too much. But basically, if you get nothing else out of this, what you need to grasp from this is that freezing enemies is really, really strong. And we high rolled like crazy because our mech, our pilot there has conservative, which is +1 casts. So on 3 out of your 5 turns, you can freeze enemies, and freezing in a line is knocking out 2 enemies basically forever. Block 3 Vex spawns and break 5 buildings out of the ice. Breaking buildings out of the ice is difficult, but blocking spawns is probably doable, so I'll take this mission. You kind of just come here because I want the defense lab. The Vec will often help me break buildings out of the ice as well. And we'll just set up like this. What's going to happen here is I think... Oh, there's my time pod. Cool. Let's see. Ideally, one of these crabs... Yeah, just go hit some buildings for me. Thanks, buddy. Excellent work. Okay. So... I want this crab's attack to break 2, but this bouncer goes as well. You're not attacking. Weird. This is good for me. Okay, so what I see here first... okay, the actual first thing you have to recognize here is that no enemies are going to spawn until I freeze or start killing. That's step 1 that you gotta grasp. What I see, first and foremost, is shoot here to push this bouncer, and then we freeze all of these up. That's 2 buildings out of the ice. And I don't have a whole lot else to do. So I could just pick up the time pod and then break another one out. Which sounds right to me, and then some enemies will spawn in which I can block. Yeah, okay, I'm done. This guy got kind of fucked here. Another hidden rule of the game is that the enemies will not crush the time pod. You have to be the reason that they crush the time pod. So this mosquito would have come to attack my cannon mech, but got blocked by this time pod spawning in, which is very nice for me. And also very correct, because if enemies could just crush time pods, this game would be so frustrating. It would be really upsetting if time pod spawns in and you instantly lose it. Alright. Oh, when it kills itself, it breaks the ice a little bit, huh? Okay. Here's our 1 spawn. So 3 enemies frozen, and it decides 1 spawn. Very fine. This is good for me. These are bad. Kai kills here. You can't... I don't love... I have to block this spawn, right? So the only person who can do that is Adam. Here's a question I need to find out real quick. Is this only 3 tiles? I thought it went forever. Oh, it stops when it hits a building. Weird. Does this count as... Okay. So what I was checking there is break 5 buildings out of the ice. If I refreeze a building, is it counted? Does it go against me? And the answer is yes. Good to know. Important to know. So what that means is I'm going to come freeze this crab and then blast here. And we're at 4 buildings out of the ice, 1 spawn blocked. I need to block 1 more enemy spawn. So if Adam just sits on this tile, that's two Vec blocks. So I block these 2. Let's see, so it would go like... Need to break 1 more building out of the ice. I mean, it looks like I'm just going to block these 2 spawns, kill this bouncer, and then there will be 1 enemy alive. I've done it again. There'll be 1 enemy alive on the last turn, and I can just freeze it, and then... Like, there's maybe some world where this is something bad that it can't be frozen, but with the boost, too, it would have to have been, like, a mosquito going here could have got me, right? Because mosquitoes have, I think, a 4 So it could have gone and attacked this tile, and then I wouldn't be able to break a building out of the ice because Kai would have to fix it. But no, even then I can just freeze it. Yeah, I don't think there's a case where I could have gotten caught here. Oh, but if I froze it, I would freeze this building. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Everything worked out just fine. I shoot you. I blast here. And there's a perfect. Very nice, everyone. Please clap. Something I should have tried to remember to do is take a screenshot at some point for my thumbnail. Because I've been grabbing those manually, which isn't too bad, but it would be way easier if I could do it on my own time. Because pulling from the video is hard. I will, I'll see. Just a core from the pod, that's fine. I'm up 2 cores, so... What do you want here? You want buildings immune? No, the best thing to take here is movement for the frost beam mech. And damage for this guy doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna take buildings immune. I laughed at it, but I'm basically a pacifist at this point. Destroy all boombots. I'm probably gonna pass on that, and we'll just come defend the robot factories. Now, the robot factories do just spit out robots, unfortunately. Oh yeah, first time we get to see the arachnid scion, so I can tell you that this guy, when enemies die, they will now spawn a spider. I came here because I don't care about that. Yeah, so these are gonna spawn hostile robots at me, which is a real problem. Wow, really? Another time pod? I thought there was only one. I guess on past 2 islands you get more. Ooh, they blocked their own shot. Interesting. Yeah, so next turn this robot is going to be evil. Yeah, you blocked your own shot here, you fool. Well, we have a pretty nice 4-banger here. Quadruple freeze. I have to... What? Oh, I can't stop this. Can I stop this mosquito? I can, because I took buildings immune. I can shoot here, push the mosquito away. I could also... No, I can't quite kill it. Yeah, I should... This is a misplay of my deployment here. What I should have done is I should have positioned someone over here to stop this. It wouldn't have helped because the spore still blocked my movement, but yeah. Also worth noting, the spores and other summoned units do not drop spiders on death. Yeah, here's +1 movement in action. We wall all this off. This guy he's just a crab. Or no, he's like a... Okay. He's gonna be hitting me next turn, though. Anyway, we have buildings immune, so we don't have to take any damage on this turn. Like I said, I'm a pacifist now. Not many things make me smile. Frozen Vec isn't one of them. Alright, Kai. Listen here. Yeah, so now this artillery bot's gonna... Oh yeah, also enemies will sometimes try to just break their allies out of the ice. Like this turn is just all them breaking friends out of the ice, which is fine with me because I don't care too much, first of all. I'm gonna have to kill this robot. I guess I don't want to kill the crab because it's gonna spawn a spider. What I could look at here is this, right? If I kill you, the bouncer will kill here. You're up here to pop this artillery bot, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4 and punch the crab. Okay, I think that seems fine, right? There's gonna be 1 spider spawning in for this, and it does free this crab as well. So it's causing me a little bit of trouble. I guess I could just make it miss instead. I don't care if the bouncer... Actually, freeing the scion is good for me. Yeah, you know what? Building immune's looking pretty juicy. Sorry, my mouse turned off for a second. Ooh, you know what? I think this is gonna be my screenshot for the thumbnail. 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, all done. Taking that screenshot now is just going to save me like 5 minutes of messing with the screenshotting in the future. Because when you take a print screen of... Hold on, let me take this turn. But when you take a print screen of of like a video player, a lot of times print screen will jump back a second or two, and it'll be a shame because your thumb, my screenshot will just get missed because I'm looking for like 1 or 2 frames. It's easier if I have the video uploaded to YouTube, but a lot of times I don't when I'm making these thumbnails. Usually I'm just grabbing it from the Windows media player. Oh, sorry, I minimized this and I forgot to re-up it, the bonus objectives thing. My fault, I meant to do that. Wow, it spit a again, I'm just getting real lucky here, I gotta say. They just keep spitting robots out in great ways for me. And what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna... They really can't do anything to me if I just keep pushing. Although, I suppose at this point I'm probably safe to just kill this guy and let a spider spawn in. I'm also... I guess I just kill this crab. There's gonna be 2 spider spawns, but that doesn't bother me much. How many enemies are gonna be a threat if I go here? There's gonna be a spider, a crab, a spider. This spider has to end up here. I think the spiders web me. I'm not sure about that. No, you know what? I don't think they do. That would be kind of broken if they did. I can go here, punch, shoot here. What are you doing? Guess you're just gonna go grab the time pod? What if I don't know. I don't want... this bouncer attack is pretty rough, right? Because he's freeing everything from ice. So I could also... I could consider just canceling his attack. And then... It's this guy is the problem, right? So... and cancel his attack by shooting the mountain. Then I could come here and freeze this building so that it doesn't take damage from the mosquito. But I'm getting killed by this crab. Punch the crab. We have kill mosquito, kill crab, pick up time pod, and if you're here, I guess there's a lot of freezing that I can do. But there's also, I think that it's going to be hard on the next turn, but I think that everything is going to be a little grim. This spiderling will probably clip me for 1. That's my estimation here. This one will do nothing to me. But there's going to be a lot going on the next turn. I guess what I can do, since this crab is being freed anyway, I can just shoot it, and then the plasmoid doesn't get freed. We hope the cannon mech doesn't do anything I hate. There's only really 2 enemies. Do they get to attack? Yeah, they do. Okay. Well, thankfully things end up being pretty good here. We're pretty well off because it's just a freeze. Ideally, I would hunt Adam a kill. I think he'll get an XP for this. Which is fine. I may as well give it to him, right? +1, then you freeze here, and that's that. Alright, not too bad. It looked... I thought it was going to be scarier than it really was. I think because I kept the plasmoid in stasis, it was fine. But, no deaths. Like I said at the end of the last episode, I like to play these very infrequently, these freeze weapons, because they are extremely strong. Oh, Rosie. After move, repair adjacent mechs. And +1 mech move. That's kind of cool. Sadly, I think she is worse than than Coral. Coral with Conservative is staying forever, but I will probably just sell this Kai at the end of the island for Rosie. Kai's cool, but you know, I'm not really playing for damage at this point. I'm playing to freeze everything. So, defend the robots, destroy all boombots. Destroy all boombots is like, how many are there? Boombots explode on death and do 1 to everything around them, and we're not really here to destroy things. I think defend the robots is much more playable. These guys lay freeze mines, which is good for me. Oh, I forgot to close BattleNet. The telltale ping of someone opening World of Warcraft has gone. My robots really fucked off into a terrible spot, but they didn't get punished for it. 3 damage, you're 2 HP. Oh, I'm mauled here, wow. That's crazy. I guess I'm just gonna punch the arachnid scion. Huh, because you're shooting me. So Rosie, this is actually not that hard of a turn to play. It's a little better, I think, for Rosie to stay here and just shoot this guy into the water. So that dies. And then I'm gonna punch the arachnid scion, and Adam's gonna go 1, 2. He has 3 movement? Ugh. What does he get when he... +2 move? I actually think I'm gonna use the reset tactically here, which I never really love doing, because, I don't know. I don't like reset being a mechanic like this, but it's okay. Because I can use it here to go reset, and with the +2 move, he can make it to here now and block this tile. So basically, if I have to use resets like this, or if I'm playing with Adam in the future, what I'm gonna do if I'm like, oh, well, I just want to play this turn and reset it, is I'll be sure to... It'll just have to be on the honor system. You can't really undo the shield or anything, but, you know. I'm not gonna not play him, and I'm not gonna not show you more complicated lines and then reset, because it's better for the viewing experience, I think. Hey. Hey, mister. I mean, I can just freeze here. It's okay. And Rosie goes here, and I think we're just chilling. There's gonna be 1 enemy out. Oh, wait, you're actually real. Sorry, I didn't realize you are actually doing something. My fault, buddy. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter. I just push him back 1. Okay, you're not real. That's fine. And then, ideally, we freeze this crab, and then we just lock everything else off the map. As long as it doesn't go, like, here, you know? Okay, good. It could have gone here and attacked these 2 buildings, which would have actually caught me out. Not much I could have done about it. This is a waste of my time. What the hell is wrong with you? Get me a sturdier mech? Alright, Adam, I don't like you anymore. You kind of seem like a little rat. The best thing about the pilots in this game to me is their personalities. I think my favorite pilot from fuck you, Adam. He's just a scum. I think my favorite pilot from a personality perspective is probably Camilla or Henry, but it's been a long time. I'll try to rotate through the pilots as best as I can. I won't sit on the same pilot over and over. That's my vow. This is a crab leader. I don't know how much health the crab leader has. Wanted to look at the map real quick. Since I have to kill something, it's good to bring Kai for this mission. And I have 1 more core. I think I might have actually had this core all along, and I just forgot. We'll go +1 to Adam. Even if he's gonna be a little bitch about it. Oh, this was the first mission we played, the same map layout, but this time it's a corporate tower. Cool. This crab doesn't have a ton of options. It's also pretty fragile compared to Kai's damage output. The main problem here is that I can't put myself in a spot where the leapers don't get to jump on my freezing mech, which can be problematic, but hopefully won't be. Cool. Weird. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Yeah. So the crab shoots at one target and deals 1 damage to everything between it and the target it shoots at. No, you're so useless. So on the bright side, nothing's attacking any of my buildings. So Adam can shoot this. And then Kai can shoot here. Which would let Coral come over here and do 3. Specifically, I need to be on top of killing the crab leader. So let's see how this looks, right? I'd love to just do this 4. I guess I can just do this 4. You'll die, though. If I push the... I think that sending my cannon mech down here is really... I think that sending the cannon mech up here is really bad because I need it to be able to, like, fight, right? So even if it can... Because it could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then shoot the leaper to here. Which would then let Kai step back 1 and shoot the crab leader for 4. And you just push the leaper off of you. Actually, let me play both of these turns out, because I'm not actually sure which of these I like more. Although, again, the cannon mech is like... He's gonna get the shield and the boost, so I want to minimize. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I think we're just gonna do it this way then. Kill the leaper. And then you're going here where you're only taking 1. Right, it's just 1 from this. These are missing you. And you're gonna punch for 3. I guess it is 3 damage, which is not that big of a deal. Okay, I'm fine with this. Mostly concerned about the leaper jumping off somewhere, but I have Kai in position to kill it. Should the problem arise. And now they're just hitting me a bunch, which is irritating, but not that big of a deal. If I have to take 1 here, which I think I will, it's fine. I don't really care about losing 1 HP. It's very easy to play this turn out if I just go, okay, I'm gonna take this 1. Is there a line? Let's see, let's count it up easily. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. There are 4 attacks that I care about. You can't influence it from here. So it's a simple question. Is there a line that would let me... stop this attack? So, because you can have Coral come here and blast. I can't bend the shot out of the ice mech, or out of the frost beam, I mean. You can't, like, curve the bullet. I think it's just 1 damage, and you call it fine, right? It looks to me like it's just a 1 damage take. You go here, you punch this, you go shoot here, you go Kai moves here and kills the crab leader. This shoots, you do your 1, I don't have to care. I think that's how it goes. It's easy, it's simple, it makes a lot of sense. I think that's it. And you go, too bad to that 1 damage. It's not worth it. to me to really try to push out any more than that. It was almost a flawless island, which would have been cool. But on the mission where I had to kill something, I had trouble. Which is unsurprising. 2 turns remaining. This crab doesn't matter, this one does. Goes first though, doesn't it? So you could just go like that. Now it kills the mosquito for me. What about this alpha spore? Well, I guess if I just care about it, I'm never going to use all my freezes anyway, so you can just go for the 1-for-1 here. And that's just fine. I think blocking a new spawn is more important. And yeah, attack order. Crab goes first, mosquito goes second, mosquito dies before it hits the building. Okay. I suppose I should repair. No reason not to. Looks good to me. And we do look like we're gonna be getting away with this with a perfect island. Seems like it. You made a bouncer? Let's see. Well, the first thing that jumps out to me here is just, can I get Adam a kill? I could, but he's, what, 13 XP off? I don't think I care too much. It would be good to get him a kill, though. So he kills there. Crab goes first. Just looking for a cool idea that gives me a kill that isn't attributed to anyone, but I don't think there is one. Okay, I am done. It's fine. I don't mind too much. There's probably something you can do here to get a kill, like I could break that thing out of the ice for 1 damage, but that's okay with me. I don't think I care too much. And we get our perfect island. Mech connect twice if it doesn't move. Oh, the cryo launcher. You know, why not? We could just become a freeze build. That's cool with me. What do you got for sale? You can shoot tiles pushing 1 forwards and 1 backwards. Oh, this thing's fun, but I think it's terrible. The seismic capacitor. Shoot projectile that phases through objects. Ooh. And I want to see how this works real quick. Let me just install this on someone. Does this shoot through mountains? No. Okay, so it just shoots through buildings was what it means. Okay. No thank you. I just wanted to check. I didn't want it anyway, I was just curious. Okay, I'm gonna sell Kai. Take my reputation. And we'll grab 4 cores and a grid power, because I don't need any weapons. I don't need any weapons. Good with me. Okay, and then we're gonna go Rosie into here. And you can have the cryo launcher, and then you get the healing passive. And let's turn this on. And I think with the repair all, you can have the cryo launcher shoot, and then you can break yourself out with having someone else repair. So probably Adam's gonna just sit around and do a bunch of repairing. Most importantly now, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna pick up a bunch of movement. I want to make sure everyone has plus move, and then probably dash on punch, and actually, you can go health. Let me undo. I'm gonna give everyone plus health. Then I have 2 cores left. Almost certainly dash punch, even though it's not that important. Sometimes it'll be good. And that's the team. Alright. Well, I'll leave Island here, and I will say to you, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. I will be back tomorrow to finish us off with Detritus Disposal. How exciting. I will see you then. Have a good one.